welcome back to the Stormcaller's Fury. Last we left off, you guys defeated the matriarch for the drow. You know, her body, what remains of the corrupted version that came forth is lying broken across the mirrored floor.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wonder who did that.
Jaisa, her daughter, disappearing into the night with the stone that Persephone and
Traitor!
Keenan and Kalanthar all desperately needed. As you
Let's be
run...
honest, Keenan didn't desperately need it.
Well, yeah. Yet. As you run into the chaotic arms of your new-found army, the Scavren in disarray, but not quite defeated, you watch as the bats begin to detach from the roof. With the cavern yawning open before you, you see what remains of Harkasul, the citadel, like a cathedral, rising from the darkness as you begin to float away. Barely held together by reckless optimism and dreams, rope-stitched canvas and salvage, you now find yourselves in this patchwork of bolted plates and buckets, the burner roaring as flames licking upwards. Zephrel, you look down, having now watched this tiny blue creature hatch from the egg that you had taken, making little mewing noises at you. For the rest of you, the balloon sort of lurching in that stomach-wrenching feel, it begins to sort of float away, and you can see there are propellers sort of pushing it in a direction. But you watch these Scavren detach themselves, and you can see them begin to glide towards you. A couple of the goblins sort of looking up as they watch one, and then two, and then three. So these wings unfolding. In the light cast by Harkasul, you can see that leathery sort of membrane glowing. And for the first time, you hear a shriek tearing through the air, this like piercing, inhuman sound as they begin to dive towards you. You can see on top of them, sort of low in the shadow, cloaks whipping behind, some with bows, another with their hand raised, this crackling purple energy between their fingers. You can tell that they are hunting. And you watch as you hear a mechanical clunk and look to see the covered in yellow paint familiar face of Spindle as he fires off a ballista right into the sky. And he looks at you, gives a big thumbs up. Can everybody roll me initiative, please?
Sure thing.
I was muting. I very enthusiastically went, "Eat!"
Big set.
Will we ever rest? That is the question.
Nope, never again.
No.
I'm gonna die.
Just encounter after encounter.
Okay, Kalanthar.
7.
Nim?
18.
Cool. Almost said Keenan then. Ooh. Prickleberry.
Too soon.
6.
Persephone?
14.
And Zephyr.
9.
Okay. Okay, Nim, you are up first as you begin to watch these unholy terrors shriek towards you, now knowing that they don't need the silence. They are coming straight for you.
You said that there was spare ballistae.
Mm-hmm. There are a couple, yeah.
Could I run to one of those? I have 0 range.
Makes sense. Yeah,
So
you mount yourself up onto one of the ballista. This one's already loaded, but you know that it takes an action to load it and then an action to fire it. So it's usually helpful to have more than one person on it.
okay. I mean, I guess I'm gonna load it. And then shout to the others, someone come help!
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, Persephone, you're up next.
Oh, bollocks. Sorry. Steph is. Did you say you were loading one, Nim?
Yeah.
And that's your whole action?
Yes.
Can I shoot the one that she's loading?
Yes, you can certainly try.
Sure. I don't know what to do. What do I do? She'll just run over and be like, pew! I don't... What happens?
So you need to roll me a, just a d20, and then it's a +6.
Oh, nice. I'm bad at maths. 18, 19, 24.
24.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you send that into the darkness. You catch one of the bats mid-flight and just pierce all the way through. You watch as the rider sort of leaps off as it falls. There's a moment where you get like a swell of satisfaction that he might fall to his death before he lands on another one that's below him. But yes, you can take one down, absolutely. Anything else you want to try?
No. No, yeah, that would be it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Nim gives you a good shot.
Thanks.
Okay, Zephyral.
Hello. Zephyr's first, obviously, concern is the new life in her arms. She is going to look around and see like what the safest kind of looking place, like is there like a wait, is Zephyr above ship, like on the, so I think at the end of last week Zephyr went below that, or like away from
Yeah, so it's not really Dex, it's just lower than everyone else, but
she went to like the most like hidden away
the
part
lowest
of the,
place.
not even lowest, just like out of like sight of yeah. What is
Okay.
is there like a, was there like a, I don't know, obviously not like a captain's quarters, but like a
No, it just seems to be all one thing.
one.
All one thing.
Okay.
It's essentially just a giant basket.
Yeah.
Just the scrap downs jam room in the corners like a drum kit.
I'm gonna find like something like some sort of like crate or anything, just something where she can stow her new little life form.
Mhm.
Yeah, just so she can free her hands a little bit.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Perception. That is a 24.
Yeah, you find I'd say what appears to be a crate of fruit, and just assume that it's soft enough. I would say that takes maybe your movement, but you still have your action and your bonus action.
Okay. She like gently puts the dragon into there, and it's just like, I'm really sorry. Like she's very aware that it's not necessarily what she thinks she should be doing with such an ancient, grand being. Even though it's a baby currently. So,
Mhm.
and with that, she will go to a ballista and also load one.
Okay.
Yep. And then
Kalanthar,
that's a action?
that's your action. Did you want to
Mm,
use your bonus action?
yes. I would like to use wait, what is the range of this? Okay, yeah, it's a finger guns, yeah. 60 to slash 240 feet.
Yeah, I'd say there's a couple nearby.
Yeah, so she'll try finger guns yeah, on one. The nearest one. That's the 24 to hit.
24 as a hit.
She's like terrified, but is like spurred on by thoughts of motherhood. That's a 4 damage.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you just sort of get a glancing blow on one of the riders. Anything else on your turn?
That is, thank you.
Okay. Kalanthar.
I guess I'll run up to the ballista that Zeph just loaded and fire it off. So it's d20 plus 6, right?
Yes.
Or is it different?
Yes. Well, I'd say because you're an archer, I'd say you can add your proficiency to it.
Okay, so that's 19.
Very nice. That is a hit. Yeah, I'd say you also catch, rather than a bat, just a rider straight in the chest. Sort of picks him off of the bat as it keeps flying forwards. Is there anything else you want to try?
Don't think I've got any bonus action stuff, to be honest. So I used my Crimson Right, and we haven't long rested since, so that's all I can really do.
Okay.
This.
Prickleberry.
Yeah.
Cool. Of the riders
Yes.
that are chasing us, are any close-ish together within 30 feet of each other?
I'd say yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Prickleberry is, as long as they're within 120 feet of him, is going to try point his fingers as if he's going to do a pew pew, but he's going to twirl them round and cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Luis.
Very nice. What save is that?
It's a Wisdom save.
That is...
And it's each creature in the area, so it would be the bats as well.
Ah,
Nice.
clever. Okay. Okay. Okay, you see one of the bats just becomes a little bit sort of wobbly, and you can tell that that has taken an effect on that specific one.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. Do-do-do. Okay. I would say you, for this one specific bat, as it's sort of losing sense of balance, it just begins to sort of like drift downwards, and it's not really moving towards you, it's just kind of falling. And the rider's desperately trying to like punch it awake. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Okay, at the end of the round, you watch as this balloon, a couple of goblins begin screaming, and you look, and the balloon is heading towards essentially a field of stalactites that are sort of descending from the ceiling. You know that you can see there's a set of ropes and contraptions that sort of steer it almost, and one of them's stuck. So someone will need to go and help them out, and that would be that would be a check to sort of see if you can steer the hot air balloon yourself. And it is my back. Okay. You watch as a couple of them do swoop, but they're sort of staved off by goblins with crossbow bolts and an odd ballista that's still being fired. One of them swoops down and grabs a goblin mid-flight and sort of just disappears with him into the darkness. You can hear him screaming as he's torn from the hot air balloon, like disappears.
I dive off with my cape and chase after my brother.
Okay, top of the round with Nim.
Nim's either muted. She is muted. Nim is muted.
She's muted.
Nim, you're muted. Sweet baby. Beautiful baby. Lovely lady girl. I don't, at this point, I don't think she's here.
Okay, moving on.
Well, that's not good. I need her. No, she's here.
Oh, no, she's back.
It was stuck. It would not unmute. I was clicking mute and it would not unmute. My God, that was stressful. Yes. Cat from here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see like how this rope is stuck? Like, do I think it's gonna need like a hard yank, or is it gonna be more a finesse issue?
It's gonna be more of a finesse thing.
Then I'm gonna load a ballista.
Okay. Sephiroth. I mean Persephone.
What? How dare you? What am I? Chopped liver? Fuck.
Yes.
No, that's the matriarch.
Hey, that's the matriarch. Oh, fuck.
You did chop a hand off.
Puddle of goo?
Yeah.
Well, no, I
Right
did.
now?
I did beat her into a. Well, what was it? You called it like mincemeat.
Mincemeat.
You called her mincemeat last time. Sorry. This rope. What is it attached to? Sorry.
It just seems to be stuck. You can see that they've got the classic loops where they're tied up, and this one needs to be untied and then used in a fashion to steer the balloon.
Given I have experience on a boat and ropes, you know, she was experienced with this sort of stuff. Seth's gonna go over and try and.
You're pretty proficient, yeah.
Yeah, Seth will go over and give it a go. See if she can figure it out.
You got your
She'll-
son?
She'll give she's gonna give Nim a little pat on the head and be like, "I'm gonna go." Yeah, and then she's just gonna go. She's just gonna, like do a little point and just leave. and she's gone to see if she can.
Okay, so
figure
this
out
is a
what's going
dex
on.
check and add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Oh no! I just threw my shit on the. Okay. I think. I don't know. It might be bad. Is it just a flat?
So it's a d20
Dex?
plus your dex plus your proficiency.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So +5 and oh, so dirty 20.
Very nice. Yeah, you quickly, rather than sort of untangling it, you just bring out a knife, cut it, and then begin to sort of pull it in enough that it begins to tilt the balloon, and it is sort of arcing its way away from that danger. Anything else? That is your action.
No, I'll keep sort of staring it and
Okay.
keeping a passive eye around us.
Okay. Zephyr.
Hello. Zephyr
Okay.
is going to cast an eye back to her son, daughter, dragon, yet to be decided, and just double check. Still there? Still okay? Nothing
It is
amiss?
still there. Still there.
Okay. And then we'll be loading the ballista again, and then using finger guns.
Very nice. Yep, same again.
Finger guns. Where did you go? Where did you go, finger guns? There we go. That's a 13 to hit.
A 13 is a miss.
Okay, then she is missing.
Okay. Kalanthar.
Question.
Answer.
So, as a bonus action, would you allow me to attach an alchemist fire to the ballista bolt? Just
Absolutely.
for shits and gigs.
Yes.
Okay, so it was a d20 plus 6 plus proficiency, right? for me,
Proficiency,
for the
yeah.
boost?
Mhm.
So that would be a 24 to hit.
24 is a hit. Okay. Roll me your damage for Alchemist Fire.
It's just 1d4, but they just burn.
Mhm.
So that's a 4. Win.
Cool. You hit one of them, but the splash from the fire catches another two, and now alight, you can see them properly, just on fire as they begin to, almost like comically, spiral downwards, with this sort of smoke trail of fire as they begin to fall down.
As it hits, I just look over at Spindle and just give him the thumbs up, just like, yeah.
I'd say as you give him the thumbs up in the background, one of them hits the side of the cliff and there's a little burst of flame. Okay, Prickleberry.
How far away are these stalactites?
Stalactites? I would say it moves around, maybe 40 feet.
So sorry.
Okay, so the hot air balloon that we're on will pass them this round.
So Persephone has successfully steered them off of where they would have hit.
Okay. So Brickleberry is going to hold his action, and once we are out from the stalactites, he's going to fire at them to make them fall down as
Fall
the
down?
drow are flying at us.
That's so cool.
Eldritch blast them.
Very nice. Roll me to hit the wall. It's a very low DC.
That's a 14 and a 20.
Okay, both those hit. Good to know. Okay, it is their turn. Okay, you watch as two of them swoop past the hot air balloon, and you notice that they didn't like actually hit anything. And there's a moment where you're like, and then you hear a thud as two sets of feet land on the upper platform, and you can see that these Scavron riders, like fully violet armored in these leathers with the helms, sort of long braided white hair, as they both draw swords. You now have two on the actual deck. And I'd say this thing's only about 20 feet across, so you're all in with each other. You watch as a third one goes to land, but as they go to put their foot down, you see this quite... You don't sort of notice them at first, but a slightly larger goblin, like a tan skin, and you realize that it's Glebe as he just punches the third one in the face, and he just steps back and falls off of the platform before he can catch his balance.
Scrap gang!
Scrap gang! They rolled a 1. Okay. I'd say for whoever's firing the ballista, you see two bats sort of scrape past but lift up, and as they're going along, they scrape their talons across the leather hide of the balloon, and you hear like a soft ripping noise and then like a hissing that begins to be quite audible. It's not very loud, but it is definitely there. That is their turn. Nim, you're up.
Did it? No one fired the ballista that I just loaded last time, did they?
No one's fired it, no.
Then I will fire...
Actually, I think Keenan did with the... Calenthar, sorry.
Oh.
Calenthar did with the...
It's every time.
outburst
It
fire.
hurts
I can't
every
help it.
time.
I can't help it. They both begin with a K.
Did Callan fire that one, or did he fire the one that Zephyr readied?
I don't know. One of them has been fired.
Pick one.
And like I
Callan.
said, you're only like 10, 20... You're only 20 feet away from each other, so it's within your movement to just switch.
I'll fire...
I'd probably go with
Whichever
whatever
one.
one was closest. So, if that helps. Yeah.
Probably Zephyr's, because that was the one you fired last.
There you go.
Okay, that works.
So
Then I will fire the one that I just loaded.
Okay, so
Last
it is D20 plus 6.
18.
18 is a hit. Yeah, you catch another one of these bats just as they finish sort of ripping part of the balloon. They dive back around and you catch them midway through the torso. I don't know what bats have. And pin it to the side of the wall, and you hear like this squealed scream as it dies. Anything else you want to do? Because that is your action.
No,
Okay.
I think that's it.
Persephone.
Did you say there were there are riders on the near us now?
Yes.
This is great. I have very little health.
You and me both.
And they're all within range. So I've got nothing. Yeah, I've got Falcon now. Okay, I'll just do a little cantrip, baby. By that I mean I will Starry Wisp, whichever one's closest to. Will it take an action for me to stop with the rope and retie it?
No.
I don't need to be doing that anymore, do I? Like
No.
directing it?
No.
Okay,
You
just
can't
double-checking.
see anything that would be an issue at the moment.
Okay. So she'll loop it back up, but she won't move away from it in case she needs to grab it sort of last second if it's gonna move. And then sort of Iron Man style with one hand pulse a little starry wisp. Whichever one's sort of closer to her.
Okay. Yeah. Roll to hit.
Hope that that's a 19 plus 7. 26. I almost said 16.
That is a hit.
26.
Hey, Weaver, clip that.
I hate you. Yeah, Weaver, do it. Where are my d8s? Where are you? Hello. There's one. I've got a 6. Where's the other one? Hello. I'll just roll it again. Oh, and another 6. That's lucky. 12. 12
Okay,
points of radiant damage. They can't go invisible. I don't know if they will. And they're also now glowing like 10 foot.
That
of
is
light.
very helpful because they can.
There you go. So he can't go invisible now.
Can you make me an Arcana check?
That's going to be a flat roll because I'm shit at Arcana. But I rolled a 19 again. That's nice. 19.
Okay. I failed my dex save, and you watch as the force from the Starry Wisp tilts him off balance, and he sort of steps back. And as his friend goes to grab him, he also tips off the side. So there's only one left.
They both just fell off.
Yeah. I will say you do
love
notice
that.
that this one
Oh,
is
thank you, Luna.
caught by this sort of dark shadow, so you would guess that maybe his bat is still alive. Anything else on your turn?
No, that'll be it. That'll be it for me.
Okay, Zephyr.
Zephyr is gonna do her usual, her loading and then finger guns, and still keeping an eye on that baby. Like, yeah.
Can you make me a perception check?
I bring that up in case at any point you want me to roll some sort of perception or anything. I'm like, she's
No, my son.
safe to say she's a little
Making
bit
sure no one's gonna steal it like they stole my shit. Is that what you're saying?
There's some thieves around. No, that definitely
Yeah.
doesn't hit. That's a 7 for the
Okay.
finger guns. So yeah, just loading the ballista.
Can you roll me that perception check as well?
Oh, you muted.
Oh. Sorry. Can you roll me a perception check as well?
That's a 21. To
Okay.
perceive.
You sort of miss that finger guns, and as you cock your head over, on the opposite side of where the other two landed, you can see that there is a figure that is about halfway down the sort of steps that move to the bottom of the balloon.
If that is the case, do I have movement to run back and to exactly where?
So, yeah.
Run back and block.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you're sort of met with. They've got a cloak, like a hood over, but they're still wearing the same helm. You can see these like sparkling silver eyes behind it. They look behind you, and it's definitely that is what they were aiming for. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. I don't believe I can do anything else.
Okay, Kalanthar.
Why did my practice roll again? That 20. God damn it.
Shouldn't waste them, Matt. You're just burning through
Yeah.
them.
Right. So we got a loaded ballista. Yeah.
Yes.
How far away are they from us right now? Like the rest of
The
them?
bats
They're
or the
quite
people?
close. In general. Like, what's the closest?
So you've got one person who's about 5 feet away from you. Another person's about 15 feet down into the basket, and they're stood in front of Zephyr. And then the rest, you still see maybe a dozen bats are sort of soaring through the air at various different lengths. Some of them will be closer, some of them will be further away.
Okay. So that guy's within 5 feet of me, right? The one that's closest.
Yeah, the one whose friend just fell off.
I will just go with a shocking grasp to him. He's that close. So that is a 22 to hit.
22 is a hit.
D8. 17. Yeah, that would be good. Ooh. That's 9 lightning damage.
Very nice.
And then I'll move back a bit. Just so I'm not like within swipe distance of him straight away.
That makes sense.
I'm on 5 health.
Prickleberry.
Me too.
Prickleberry is going to spin in the air because he's ADHD and will just fire targets wherever. See the ones that are near Zeph. His wings will flash the same color blue as Zeph for a second, and then he will do pew pew, Eldritch Blast on the ones near Zephyr.
Very nice.
And that is a 17 and a dirty 20.
Both of those hit.
The first one is 9 points of damage, and the second one is 5.
Okay. Cool. Anything else?
That is it. He's still spinning, trying to do pew pews, but he's not actually firing anything. But he's still doing the fingers.
He's just a
Adorable.
Beyblade. He's just a fidget spinner.
I like to believe it's one of those like those fairies toys that like kids
Yeah,
have in their,
it's
that,
a
like,
string and they just
thing,
shoot
they-
up.
they shoot up and they like spin.
Yep, them. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
one of those.
Okay. You guys are so lucky. Okay. Kalanthar, you are swiped across the chest with a long blade. As they only one of them hit one of their attacks. They all missed on the other ones.
I don't have any spell slots left, do I?
So that
No, I
is 9
Damn it.
points of piercing damage.
Ah, down!
What a surprise!
But that is both
We're
of
losing
their,
another one.
that is both of their turns. You guys can still hear the hissing, and you can feel like a small lift in your stomachs as the balloon sort of drops a little bit. Man, fucking drow are useless. Bats don't do anything either. Kalanthar, is your... Oh, never mind. Nim, it is your turn.
I was gonna say, I'm down.
Yep.
Wait, you said Callan's down?
Callan is
Do
down,
I-
yes.
Do you have any healing?
That's what I'm just checking. I don't think I do. No, I don't.
This is what happens when Callan
Need to rest.
takes the potion and then goes and touches the chest and gets himself knocked down again. So he uses the other potion we found.
In my defense, we were told it could be kind of cool shit inside. It's my own fault for rolling better in the session, for finding the hidden shit first.
Would it be an action for me to stabilize Callan?
So yeah, it would be a
don't.
medicine check, which is an action.
I can bonus action save him, which you would know.
Okay.
I can spare the dying him, which Nim would know anyway.
This is true. Then yeah, I'm just gonna load a ballista.
Stab him.
Help! Hey dear! Help!
Just as I'm falling to the ground, avenge me.
Anything else, Nim?
No, I don't have anything left.
Okay, that's fine. Persephone.
Can I do something stupid, which I'm probably
Always.
gonna regret?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So first things first, bonus action Bella dying.
Makes sense.
Yeah, okay. And then how far is this guy from me? Like, how far is Callum
10
and this
feet,
guy?
not that far.
Can I
Like, this
run
is
and
it's a
just
small
fucking
space.
Can I run and try and shoulder charge him off the fucking edge?
You can do a shove action, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll me your strength, and it's athletics.
Why the fuck not? I have. Sorry.
Got so hyped that Discord went.
No,
No,
because
that's
my
too low."
strength is 0. My strength is 0. So seeing that made me very happy. 19.
19. Okay, that is against my. I get to choose, so my dex. Ooh, oh, tight. Yeah, you sort of shoulder barge him, but you watch as the momentum sort of takes him. He sort of twirls a little bit on his heels and sidesteps around you. That is a fail on your shove.
Okay.
He rolled a 14, but he has a +7 to his dex save.
Oh. In that case, I will. Obviously, I can't do anything else, so I'm just gonna stand in front. Bear in mind, I've got very little HP too. I'm going to die on top of Gallon, but I will body block him. So she'll just sort of stand in the way of him because she doesn't want what happened to Keenan to happen to Callum.
Okay. Zephyr.
This figure that was that I saw before, is this the one they just attacked or a different figure?
So there's two on the ship. One of them
Uh-huh.
is by Callan and Persephone. That's the one they're attacking, and then the other one
Yeah.
is like face to face with you.
Okay. Do I? Let's get a
Save your
better view
baby.
of this.
Save your baby. Forget us.
I'm just like, save my baby. How? My very limited things that I can do.
As you're looking at him, you can hear him sort of softly say, "We will use its magic to bring her back."
Kill him! Kill him now! Kill him now! Kill him!
You see the nat 20
I don't know if you guys are hearing hiccups right now, but I think she wants me to kill him.
No, I think she said spare him.
Just lightning lure him and just
She's just
grab him by
frothing at the
neck
mouth.
and throw him.
Do it! Get him!
I should really have lightning lure. That'd be fun.
Am I? Wait, what is this? I have no spells. Interesting. I have one spell left, and I'm like considering using it, but but it's not an attack per se.
What?
What do you have in mind? That's my question.
So I can levitate. I have one use of levitate left.
Oh
from
god!
my spell.
You can levitate off here and drop.
So my goal was
Amazing.
to levitate, and then try and push them off the thing, and then let my concentration lapse.
I will say that you're not sure if you would be able to, in the same movement, push them off,
Right.
because they could like grab onto something.
True.
But you are aware, as you are like desperately thinking of what to do, you look up and you are aware that there is a giant burner sort of filling this balloon with
Oh,
heat.
okay.
And it's about 10, 15 feet in the air, and you're
Yeah.
guessing you might be able to levitate them 20 feet, so that would put him inside the flame.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
please.
try this. He's unwilling, so I presume. So it has to be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, let's check out that constitution. How... roll me a d6 and tell me what Zephyr's sort of feeling in that moment as you try and cast this.
There's like all this despair coming from Zephyr,
Mhm.
of seeing one of her friends go down, in the vicinity, seeing others like trying to attack the things that are attacking them. This new life that's kind of before her, and she just all she's thinking of is like how Aelthrix has been looking for this egg for so long, and all she wanted was to bring this egg back to Aelthrix, and she already feels like she failed because the egg hatched. Don't ask me how that works. And B, she's like, well, now I might not even get the living dragon back to Aelthrix. Like I keep fucking up.
Okay.
Um,
You guys, for the rest of you, you watch as this sort of
That's a 4, by the way.
rageful. I don't know if there's any sound in it, but there's a scream as she pumps the magic into this drow. You can see that all along her arms there's like soft glittering blue scales that begin to glow. The dragon, the little baby wormling, begins to sort of shimmer and sparkle, and as she casts that magic and in one scream just lifts, and you see the tumbling body of this drow is thrown upwards, and then there was a burst of flame as and a very loud gurgling scream before, and it returns to land sort of like 5 feet off the ground. Very crispy, very crispy. Sort of this blackened husk of a person. Anything else?
No, I don't think I have anything else.
Just bonus action, just kick him so he turns to dust.
I guess movement to try and flank the other dude.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah, absolutely. You can do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Prickleberry.
That's about it.
Prickleberry is going to spin in the air over towards the one that's threatening Persephone, burp in his face, and cast Poison Spray.
Amazing. What is the save?
Which is a Constitution save.
11 plus 2 plus 5 is 16.
Saves. So he just burps
Okay.
in his face.
Yeah, you do see like a significant like retch as they're like "Ugh." Okay. Yep, they missed. Of course, that makes sense. That one's dead. Bats. You see as another sort of scraping noise, and the hissing gets a little bit louder, and the balloon drops a little bit further. I'd say because you are one to look out for it, Kalenthar, you sort of look up, and the you can see a little bit of light coming through part of the balloon, and it's sort of fluttering, and you can tell that it's been torn. And where the mechanism that keeps this rather large flame fed by coal a light is slightly off kilter, as you can see that when Zephyr threw the body up, it has wrenched part of it out of alignment, and so the balloon is losing altitude a little bit too rapidly as the wind begins to pick up. Nim, it is your turn at this.
So there's still one guy on
Yes.
on the thing.
Yeah.
I will do my ballista and swing my axe at his face.
I mean, that's not to say you don't have to aim the ballista at him. I never said you have to aim it.
I mean, it's
Anywhere in
loaded
particular?
and it can go anywhere, but I did also roll a 24 to hit with my axe.
I will leave that down to you. That's up to you. If you want to do axe or
Yeah,
ballista.
I'm gonna axe. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, roll me damage.
Oh, that is only 9 points of damage. But I can
Damage.
swing another time. Or and completely miss because that was 12 to hit, so nothing.
Okay. Ba-ba-bum. Oh, sorry, I was just checking to see if you have weapon mastery or not. I'm not sure if you do. 'Cause it's new.
I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. Persephone.
Is this sorry, I was distracted by my child crying. Is this guy still in front of me?
Yep.
Can I hope to God that his wisdom is really low and vicious mockery him?
Sure.
I don't even know what I'd say, but I mean, what is my? Hold on. What does my staff of flowers do? 1d8, and that's 2d4. So it's basically the same thing. I don't know. Actually, I should just stab him. Fuck it. She's got a dagger. She'll just stab him. Did the poison spray work on him?
It did not, unfortunately.
Oh, rough. Well, she's just gonna go try and stab him in the throat because she's evil. And that's a 22 to hit.
22 is a hit.
Why can I never find my D4s? They're just so tiny. Okay, so what is it? +2. Woohoo! 5 damage!
Woohoo! Okay. Anything else?
What can I do as a bonus action? Nothing, I don't think. When you take the attack action, your turn and attack roll like. So can I use I have a bonus action to do two weapon fighting. Can I hit again? Attack again with like a light weapon with the same dagger?
Yes, but you then wouldn't be able to cast magic.
I have nothing to cast at the moment.
So it's up to you. Unless you have Warcaster, and then you can.
Which I do. Yeah, I do.
Then yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll just fucking stab him again. Why not? Hope for the best. That's a dirty 20 to hit,
That hits.
and then 3 damage.
Okay. Zephyr,
Yes.
it is your turn.
How down is this man looking? This person looking? How?
He looks rough, but I wouldn't say he
Rough?
looks particularly bloody, no.
All right. Zephyr is going to what is nope, that is not what I wanted to do. Use Sacred Flame?
You can do, yeah.
Yeah. Zephyr would use Sacred Flame. Let's go for eat. That's an 11.
So it's a save for Sacred
Oh,
Flame.
sorry, it's a save, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a dexterity save.
That is dirty 20.
Okay, then it does not hit.
Okay.
I don't believe Zephyr can do much else other than kind of continue to block Little Dragon from danger.
Prickleberry.
Okay. Prickleberry is going to go. Well, he'll change into like grey, black, spindly. Like he'll look like an imp that is black, and cast Vampiric Touch on this drow by biting him on the shoulder.
Amazing. Prickleberry's like a little feral. Jesus.
He is. That's a 26 to hit.
26 is a hit.
And that is 6 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
And no bonus action, but can I take the healing from that?
No, because it's because it's vampiric touch, I would say yes.
I was kind of hoping you'd do the same as last time and say, no, you can channel it into somebody else.
I would say because it's a function of the gem itself, you can either choose it to be you or just choose anyone else.
I'll pump that into Callan then.
Okay.
That's 3 hit points.
You may pump Callan. Absolutely.
Yep.
Pump away.
Cheeks
So it's
awakened.
3d6, I believe.
It's 3 hit points. It's half the damage I did. I did 6, so you get 3 hit points.
Thank you.
Not much, but you're conscious.
I'll take it.
We'll switch initiative, sure. Kalinthar, as you wake up, you are looking at this thing that's out of alignment, and you can tell the balloon is falling. Although it is one of those moments you're like, fuck! As you wake up to immediate problems, which, to be honest, is most of his life.
Yeah, pretty much. So what do you want from me then? Like a dex thing to try and hold it in place?
What are you going to try and do?
Is it like a loose rope situation like we had?
No,
with
so it's
Stephanie
the
earlier?
entire sort of metallic casing of this burner is slightly tilted off.
Okay. Is it like as in it's like snapped at like one of the supports, or is it?
No, it just looks like it was knocked when the body hit it.
Okay. In that case, this is going to be really stupid because you just gave me health, but I'm going to tie a rope onto it and then dive off the edge and then try and hoist myself on the side to pull it back into place.
Amazing. Roll me an athletics with advantage.
Thank God that was advantage because one was in that one. So athletics, so it's an 18.
Yeah, perfect. Using, you're not very heavy to be fair, but using your weight, you sort of use the momentum to pull and tug, and you watch as the entire casing sort of shifts back where it should be. Now that it's back in alignment, the heat that was building up sort of blares through, and you can feel the balloon regains a little bit of stability. Anything else from you?
I'm guessing I take that my full action, right?
Yes.
So, got anything in my inventory? So is there somewhere I can tie it off, where I'm held up at the minute, or is it? Have I got to stay where I am? To
No,
keep it in
because
place?
you sort of jumped off and you're
Yeah.
hanging with your feet pressed against the bottom of it. Right? So it doesn't look like there's anything.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, have I got anything in my little bag of tricks? That's fun. I'm not going to be able to chuck a potion because I'm holding onto a rope, right?
You can hold onto a rope with one hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking of am I holding the weight of it, or is it going to shift?
I would
if
say
I,
that you
close-
had enough time to quickly
pressure on it?
loop it around you, and you're using your weight to hold this thing in place. So it's sort of like
Mhm.
feet, one hand. You have a free hand.
Okay. Be so good if I could have. Right. So in that case, I will just chug a potion of healing.
Okay.
So,
Man had a potion of healing. None of us knew about.
I genuinely didn't know. I just looked through.
Son of a bitch!
So it's 2d4. Is it full or half? Its bonus.
A bonus you just roll for it. So it's 2d4 plus 2.
So, 6 points of healing. Thank you.
As the balloon sort of regains a little bit of semblance, you hear a little cheer from some of the goblins. And as the rest of you look, I'd say Kalanthar, you see it first, is that there is a natural channel in the rock that they're heading towards. Whereas this whole thing has been a very cavernous, very open space. There is a moment where you can tell and even see bits of paint along the sides where they've scraped it through the rock, and bits of debris that they have clearly blown a hole in the side of this. As it as it begins to make its pass to go through, you do notice a bunch of the goblins are sort of cheering and waving their arms, and they point down, and you watch Spindle, who's sort of now he doesn't look that worried. He's not firing the ballista anyway. He's got his legs up crossed. He's sort of chewing on a piece of dried fruit, and as he looks your way, Zephyr, you notice he gives you a little cheeky wink. Can you make me a perception check?
Oh. Okay. That's a 9.
Okay.
I'm just okay, cheeky little wink.
Yeah. Nim and Persephone, can you also make some Prickleberry, can you make some perception checks as well?
Oh, that's a 6.
Okay.
What do I have for perception? That's a 22.
Okay. Two. And Kalanthar, can you make me one with advantage?
Okay. Ooh, that's good. Perception. Plus 2. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, as I'd say for Persephone and Callan, even from where you are, you can still see some of the goblins, and there seems to be a little bit of like joy. There's a little like they don't seem scared. You can see some of them are like swearing in goblin and like putting middle fingers up at the bats as they begin to like swoop through. The hot air balloon beginning to scrape against this rock is almost enough to cover the sort of distant growl that you hear reverberating through the floor of this cavern. And it's at that point, Zephyr, that you realize that Spindle's sort of like sly smile and the wink, he sort of points at the wormling that's behind you, and as he does, for the rest of you, watch a massive set of blue jaws out of the darkness rising up and catches at least 8 of the bats in its mouth at once. In a deft snap, you hear like crunching of bones, a couple of screams in just an instant, almost like an alligator out of the water, just chomping on them.
Just
The
imagine
one that's
the mosasaur scene in Jurassic World.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
The one that's on the deck, like seeing this, just like leaps off, and you watch as a bat catches him, and they disappear into the darkness. And as the basket is like scraping through the rock and like jiggling everyone about, just Spindle like resting in his seat on the ballista with his legs up, just gently rocking about as it's making its way through. You guys are out of combat.
Huzzah!
Can Seth, she just wants to go check on Keenan's body and Kozar and see if they're okay.
Yeah, quite easy for you to do. You walk over. Kozar has just been like, he's got one scimitar out and he's one hand sort of backwards leaning on Keenan's corpse. He just seems to be protecting him.
Yeah,
that was the only thing he was doing. But yeah, they both look okay.
Well, she just wanted to make sure that, you know, Keenan's body was still there. And she'll sit with them, even as it's rocking around and everyone's going fucking nuts. She just sits down too.
Okay.
Zephyr is going to go pick up her baby.
Okay.
Alan, you hear a flutter of wings beside you, and Prick's just like floating along next to you. He's like, "Hi."
Bessie, seeing you here. I think I should probably climb back up. But thanks for dropping by. He's just like slowly climb back up and then just try and find Spindle and the others.
Yeah,
Prick will like grab your cloak and like try pretend that he's like helping by lifting you up.
Appreciate it, buddy. Imagine like, you know, like the Snow White thing, you know, the birds carry like the back of a dress.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but there's like zero impact whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like he's not strong.
Just like
cool. You it's about another 10 minutes of like you watch as a couple of goblins scramble their way up a set of ladders that are on the inside, like with goggles, sort of like leaning their heads away from this vast flame, and begin throwing this black substance across the tear in the balloon as they begin to fix it. About 10 minutes go by of this drifting before you see the very familiar sight of like a dome of tangled roots, and you can see like a dull glimmer of yellows and pinks and blues alighted from underneath it. As you begin to return back to Glimmerkiltan, and you can see the sort of walkways and the different routes and districts of this city as it lowers to a view that you can actually see the different portions. As the balloon sets itself down, what would you guys like to do?
Seth wants to ask Spindle if there's not what's the word that I'm looking for? My brain is not working. It's doing the ADHD thing where it's like, no words. Is a temple the right word? Somewhere where we can
you
bring
wouldn't
him
even
back.
need to ask him. You've seen one. I can't remember who it was as you were walking around, but someone definitely saw one.
I think it was as I was going towards the workshop. We saw it in the distance. There's like a
Yeah, there's like
makeshift
this
one.
it's almost like an alcove, and they've retro carved an eye into it so that it sort of forms this big, beautiful eye that you can walk inside, and you can see candles and light.
Okay. Seth wants to say his body's got 9 more days. So if you guys want to go have a rest, we can do that and then try and bring him back. But that's my only priority. I don't plan on doing anything else.
No, I think we just bring him back.
Now, or do you want to rest first? Like I said, I've got him like this for 9 more days. But I'm not going to wait 9 more days. What I'm saying is we rest for, the minimum amount, like 8 hours, and then get straight back to bringing him back, because that's my priority. I don't know about anyone else. And she, like, for some reason, she's so tunnel vision. She only now sees the little baby dragon, and she, like, does a little double take. What? She sort of hesitates and is like, yeah, no, Keenan is he's my priority, and she's like still kind of watching this this dragon, like,
yeah, you guys see and you can hear like this light, like it's almost melodic, like growl and a little yip from what appears to be something in Zephyr's arms.
Is Aelthric still like near us at this point, or is
Not
he,
the. It was very much like the mosasaur sort of, and then disappeared.
Yeah, I think Zephyr was looking around for Aelthric and just seeing, like,
You don't see him at first. He's probably chasing bats.
Okay. Zephyr's like, yeah, I think we should rest, and I don't know how much, like, I only know from reading about resurrection spells and things.
I know.
But I want us to be prepared for anything that could happen.
Yeah, which is why I said we should rest first.
Let's get some
energy.
rest. Yeah.
Could I check in with the Tinker Bros before I go to sleep?
Yes, you may. So you can see that you know that they're not at their workshop. They're repairing the balloon, and sort of it's like ants over a piece of food. They're all just like scrambling around it, with either tools or like you see one of them actually is casting flame to remelt a piece of metal together.
Yeah, I'll just hop up and help them out wherever I can. Like, even if it's like just using shock and grass, like weld some bits back together, just to show a bit of appreciation for them coming to save us. And then I'll just, after an hour or two of helping them out, I'll just retire to wherever the others are.
As he's sort of gone off to do that, are we staying somewhere in Glimmer? I don't remember. I don't think
not that you.
We never found anyone.
I don't think we've actually slept since we've been.
Is Spindle still with us? Is Spindle still with us?
He doesn't stray too far from Zephyr.
She'll ask him, is there somewhere we can rest and rest out somewhere safe that we can also, guard our friend's body, while we sleep?
You can put him in the temple. There are
Can we
bunks.
sleep in the temple?
There are bunks there because we are welcoming, unlike those purple ships.
Seth looks down at her own skin and looks back at him. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't believe we've had too much of an introduction, but I'm not going to go into it. To the temple! She goes and tries to pick up Keenan's body, realizes she's too weak, and pushes Kozar to do it.
You notice, like, as you go to push him, he's already right next to you. Sort of like, and, like, scoops.
Everyone knows
scoops
she's a weak
Keenan. It looks
baby.
very effortless, just scoops him up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's a little skinny boy. He's our
Yes,
little
indeed.
he's our little man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy to go to the temple if that's what you guys want to do.
You notice that as you guys begin to pass, the sort of uplifting drum beats and very full-on intense music that was going on last time you were here, as soon as you begin to walk with this body, it has stopped. And there's more of a very rhythmic, almost repetitive, hypnotic drum beat going along. And as you begin to walk, you notice that like this old lady at one of the stalls selling food sort of takes her apron off, bows her head, and throws like this luminescent flower on the ground in front of Kozar as he begins to walk with Keenan's body. And the same goes for almost every citizen that you meet here. They are all sort of bowing their heads and they throw this flower on the ground as the procession makes its way to this grand cave that has been you can see bits of metal and other pieces of salvage, but they have created almost this very beautiful eye shape in the rock, and then like a circular archway out of metal. There's even eyelashes made from like different pieces of springs and melted metal that they've conjured, and inside there is an altar that Kozar sort of lays the body down on, usually used for offerings, and people put like flowers and wine and things for the gods as their offerings to them. Maybe even some paintings because of where you are. Lays the body down. There's a very sort of hushed feel, and no one seems to bother you. And you can see that Spinel was right. There's a small another little alcove with a door, and as you open it, there are a set of bunks on the inside that look like they are for weary travelers, if anyone ever made it down here. But they are accommodating. And you guys can, if you want to, take your long rest.
Seth won't go in that room. If Keenan's on the altar, she'll rest, but sat up with her back up against the altar and her hand on him, like on his chest. She doesn't want to leave him.
I think before Zephyr goes to rest, she'll ask around and see like if there's anyone has like any bits of like meat or just like because her own supplies.
Make me a persuasion roll as you're walking around.
Persuasion. I don't think she's very persuasive, but we shall see.
You know, I think I still have my rations. I've never used them. They're probably like soot now, just moldy little.
That's a 24.
Go to touch the bread. And
24, yeah. Like talking around. Even though you guys have only been gone, weirdly enough, doesn't feel like it, but like half a day. You get the sense that after you left, anyone that tried again to raid this place was scared away, and so a lot of the goblins are like happy to offer this tiny version of their savior any food that you want. So you get like a bundle of like different insects and dried meats that they've stolen from the dwarves, a bunch of fruit that you know the dragon probably doesn't eat, but it would be suitable for you if you were to eat it. But yeah, I'd say you get enough that would be suitable for this younger dragon.
She'll take turns like trying out different things and seeing what the dragon eats and what he doesn't eat, and yeah. Also, I've decided if you're giving me the option, this is a boy dragon.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anything
Is it gonna be
else
like?
from anyone?
Is it gonna be like a? I'm only saying this because I have a tortoise, where you can't actually find out their gender until they're a certain age. So like, you're not gonna know for like 5 to 10 years.
No. It was just up to
Just
up to
busted it
Zephyr
before.
what the sex
Okay.
was.
I just thought that was silly.
Yeah, one of my friends from school does have a turtle called Oscarina now.
Yeah, we're in some really bad doo doo for Donatello. How are we gonna switch that to a girl's name? I don't know.
Donna, it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Donatella. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, she'll be feeding the dragon until he looks satisfied with food.
Okay.
Before resting, Prick will be flitting back and forth, like fetching an old boot, some dried up flowers, some of the glow in the dark stuff. Like his tongue will be stuck at the side of his mouth while he's painting on the floor, and ritually casting Find Familiar before he takes
Ooh.
rest. And he's going to curl up with Silver.
Cute.
After
No, go ahead.
after helping out the goblins, he would have like gathered together some other scrap, like bits of glass and some bits of iron, and he's gonna spend a few hours before he goes to sleep making the orb of remembrance, which is the projection thing that I showed you before.
Very nice.
That's me.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
While they're doing this, can Seth she just wants to say it out loud. Like nothing important. She'll just be talking to Keenan about what she learned. She knows that she knows. Well, she's like, well, he can't hear me, but I'm going to talk to him because maybe he can. And she's just going to tell him the things that she learned from the matriarch, like about their past lives or her past life, and that whole shebang that she wanted to learn about. So she's just chatting out loud to him while before she falls asleep.
Okay. Zephyr and Persephone, can you both roll percentage die for me?
Yes.
Ah.
72.
Cool.
No. Sorry, ignore me. I'm fine. I can't find my dice. I had to turn the light on. There's one. 88.
Okay. As you both drift off to sleep, you find yourselves falling into the same old dreams, whatever they may hold, especially Persephone with an orc.
What? No.
But at some point, as it begins to fade away, you realize you're looking down at this beautiful sort of long grassy field with forest and trees. There's a little incline that leads up a small winding path, and you can see like a beautiful pond with a waterfall softly trickling down, and that's all you can hear is just the birds in the trees and that trickling water. And as you're both taking this in and you look to the side, you realize you're looking at each other.
Seth just points at her and then points at herself and is like, "Do you know this is? Are you in my dream or are you in my dream?"
Why does this have to be your dream? Why can't it be my dream?
Yeah.
Okay,
come
we
on.
are in the same dream. Okay, that just confirmed all I needed to know. We could be in someone else's dream, and she starts looking around to see if Callan's around. You know,
Yeah.
the weird dream man. She's like
that's what I
looking
was
around
gonna ask.
for
Above
someone.
table, do I get like a tingling that they're having an argument in a
Ooh,
dream?
yeah. Let's have you roll one as well. Roll me a percentile dice.
Oh, my
That's
light keeps
amazing.
falling. Sorry.
83.
Okay. As you guys are sort of doing the Spider-Man meme-esque, like, what the fuck? You hear like a flutter in the trees, and Callan, you were dreaming that you were an owl, sort of floating through the sky, before like perching, and then you realize that you look down and you have your legs again, and you're a humanoid, and you look down, and there are two people speaking in this sort of glade below you, and you're perched on this branch, and you recognize them. They look really familiar.
We see him, like when we look up.
Not. I'd say maybe Zephyr sees him because your passive is quite high.
And she'll hear or feel like this other presence and immediately just kind of look up in that direction. Because, and then as you said before, it's like, maybe it's not either of our dreams. Maybe it's his dream, and then points.
Seth immediately points at him and goes, "Weird dream man, giving us weird dreams."
It's not
What
my
are you
fault
doing?
this time. I swear. I was just flying
Getting
by.
flashbacks from the first time we met him. Honestly,
Yeah.
trauma.
Yeah,
You
I
hear
just,
like a soft.
wings for fun.
You hear like a soft voice from off to one side, and as you look, there is a beautiful silver doe, like a female deer. A deer. Sorry. And as you look over, you realize that the deer is the one that spoke, and they simply say, "You should not blame him. It's not his fault."
I mean, if you knew him, but that's not Zephyr speaking. That's me.
Does it look like corporal, like a real just deer, or does it look like the spirit animal thingies that they have?
It looks very corporeal, yeah.
Okay. Seth instinctively sort of holds Zephyr's hand. She's scared. She's like, I don't want to fight again. The deer's talking. Then she goes, "You can hear that talking, right? That's not just because I'm a druid. You can hear that."
Yeah.
She looks
Wait.
up. She looks up at Callan to make sure he can too.
Yeah.
Right. So, Callan, how often does this sort of thing happen? This is my
But it
my
told us
first
not to
time.
blame him. It said don't blame him. I don't think it's him.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just.
Oh my god,
He has more experience at these things than either of us. I assume.
It's probably the only thing he has no
Callan
experience in,
thought.
let's be fair.
Can you make me an insight roll for me, please?
Okay.
Oh, my passive insight.
That's a 14. Okay. Not that great.
Roll again. We'll say you have an advantage.
You're going to be able to roll exactly the same again. 14.
Sorry.
You realize that, like, even if they wanted to try and hurt, it's quite large, but it's a deer. Like, you can probably take it. But there is something comfortable about this creature.
It's giving like nature guardian vibes.
Yeah, almost.
Seth's gonna talk back to the deer. She's gonna give a look to Zephyr that says, "I'm gonna try and talk to it," and then looks back at the deer, and is like, "If we don't blame him, do we blame you?"
I don't think
You could
it's
say
a
so.
situation of blame.
Okay. why are we in this beautiful, weird dream place? Dear person? Dear?
I just thought it was long overdue a chat.
Sorry, who? Do you have a name?
I have many names, but in honesty, I was looking for him. It just so happens he seems to be quite attached to the two of you.
Who?
And she's like
think she
tilting her head at
Alan.
Callantha.
The
Oh
only
right, yeah.
thing-
No, I forgot. I forgot he was here for a second.
Just for a funsies moment, you just see that Al, like, Erendor bit pop out of his head. He just like does the head tilt thing. Just like... Anyway,
Oh, what? Do you want us to leave? Can we leave?
No, I
Yeah, I
have
feel
a
like-
message for the
Oh,
young
Oh.
elemental.
do I need to leave? Should I leave? I feel like I'm intruding.
It is the grace
I'll
of
just go-
your divine
just go look.
influence that you're here.
I'll just go look over here. Like, oh, she just turns around and starts looking at a tree. Oh, so nice.
Zephyr immediately grabs Stephanie's hand and he's like, "No, you don't."
Don't leave me with the talking deer.
Zephyr very rarely has animals talking to her.
It's
It's weird for Zephyr.
It's very weird for you.
So I have no idea really who this is because of the insight, right?
It's familiar.
I've got an
It's like
inkling
there's
about
something
an
about
inkling
it.
about the table, but I don't know.
There's something about it that is really familiar. Like
Do we recognize the voice, any of us?
I would say it's the type of voice that, again, it does seem recognizable, but you can't place
Or-
where
or
or
just-
like who would have been that person.
To all of us, or just to Callan?
To all of you, yeah.
Oh, okay. Steph doesn't go anywhere then, since she's being rooted down by Zephyr's
Yeah.
hand.
You'll have to forgive me, but you seem familiar, but I can't seem to picture your name or presence. Could you remind me, if possible?
There is something strange when you try to remember a dream. I understand, but I have been known as an aspect of the reverie.
You said you had a message for me?
Yes. The Verdant Lord wanted me to tell you that he... though it is widely frowned upon, is very proud to see you have recovered something of your heritage.
This is more for me than Zephyr. But the frowned upon the fact that she's being given the message at all, like the fact that he is proud, or her heritage is what's
Do
frowned.
you want to make me an insight roll?
Yeah. I'm like, what? What? That's a 24.
Really?
On a 24, it's a bit of a mix of both. It's you know from what your mother inferred is that Zephyrix was widely told off in a way by the other two of the Trinity, that he was too hands-on with some of the mortals. Like, he would actually appear and they're not meant to interfere in people's lives. So the fact that he's making that known is a little bit of a snub, but it's more your family is not widely looked down upon with grace by the gods.
Like, I'm just gonna say, like, I feel like the Weaver is doing the most when it comes to being very hands-on right now. Like, Hot kettle, like, yeah.
I told you they're flawed.
The muse
Yeah.
also. The muse has done a lot. As
Yeah.
I say.
So it's just like, okay, cool, blame him, but Zephyr kind of nods and goes, I didn't do it for him, but it's good to know. I'm glad somebody is.
You do know that we're all proud of you, right, Zeph? You've done more than most of us.
And yet, sometimes I think things would be easier if my kind weren't around.
Not for us.
You understand the feeling, though. When we were back at that I want to call it a battlefield, but it was more of a graveyard. When we saw the Eladrin, I definitely know how you feel.
I feel like I should say that too, since it was my people fighting your people.
None of us are free from
Perfect.
perfect.
Oh.
Well, we're not perfect, and we're not free from guilt either. We've all got blood on our hands in some form from our heritage or our own actions.
It should be
So we
noted
can just
that
move on.
your mother did a great deal of good. It has just been eclipsed by your uncle, somewhat.
And I know that I don't need to, nor that it should fall upon me, but I do hope that maybe I can tip the scales in when it comes to the balance one day.
You see, there is, as amused they can be, like a slight amusement and bow of their head. Believe me, he would talk to you himself, but the imbalance in the elemental planes has meant that he himself, being born of the same energy, it takes a great deal for him to keep it in check. And that is why he has not come to you. Much apart from your companions have been visited.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I can't say it's upset me too much. I feel that sometimes things might be a bit more complicated if I was visited as much as my companions. I feel they give and they take, and I feel we've all given so much already.
You are much like him. He believes in a balance. Makes sense. I must ask, the purpose that is lingering on all of your minds to bring back that which you've lost comes with many risks. Your friend might not be the same.
We know.
Yeah. It will always be his choice. No matter what we do our end, if he doesn't want to come back, it's his choice. He won't return if he doesn't want to, right?
Yes.
Speaking from experience, death changes people. In any form.
In many forms.
Mm-hmm.
I do apologize for intruding on your rest. Our mistress wanted to apologize for not making things clearer, Kalanthar.
Mm.
And as an apology, she would give a token, a choice.
What would this choice be?
There are many things within the divine that gift the ability to shield oneself from some form of harm.
Mm-hmm.
Our mistress would like me to bless upon you the ability to walk without consequence in the face of danger. Death, more likely. In order to rescue one, but she is aware that you have more than one on your mind.
So I can help my friend or help my love, is what you're saying, right?
It is more, it will give you considerable safety in doing one or the other.
I'm just going to look to the other two, because he has no idea what to say right now. He's just stunned. It's an impossible
Seth won't
choice.
say anything. She'll just look at you because she knows what she'd choose.
The Hells are a place of despair and dominion. To walk in their plane for too long would be catastrophic, especially given that a great deal of you are not suited to be within that energy.
Yeah.
What do you mean, not suited?
The Gilded Souls held no presence there. And there are
I'm
at
aware
least
that
4
the
of
Weaver
you.
won't be able to reach me. She's already told me that I wouldn't be able to reach her down there.
I thought that extended also to the lady, that she wouldn't be able to help me there either. What's changed?
There is an artifact that she would bestow upon you. It was, and you see, like again a slight amusement, born from the dreams of a demon, and thus has infernal power.
Am I likely to lose myself as a part of this bargain?
There is always consequence with sacrifice.
Will I end up like him, is my question.
You'll never end up like him.
That is a story for another day.
As it always is. Do I have any time to make up this decision, or is it you need an answer now?
Make me a persuasion roll.
Yeah, that was a 6.
I'm afraid you will need to decide.
Just do it, Callan. It's okay.
I'm just, I'll just.
We won't be mad. He wouldn't be
pro-
mad. Just do it.
Well, you know my answer, but I promise I'll still do everything to help Keenan. And it will I'm not sure if I can show inventory in the dream, but he'll hold out the orb and he'll activate it briefly just to show what he's planning to do with it. And it's going to be the memory of when Keenan shouted down to the Weaver about saving Persephone before. And it'll be that memory snippet in a view. I hope this will help, but I can't turn away a chance to help her.
Mm-hmm. We're not going to be mad at you for doing that.
Zephyr looks at the doe and says, and it's for this reason that I do not mind that the Verdant Lord has not reached out to me. Because nothing is ever simple, is it?
No. Everything comes with a price.
It is his belief that your path is hard enough as it is. And his influence could be positive, but he would worry about the consequence. Very well. And as they bow your head, you sort of unfurl your hand, and there is a silver feather in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And as they begin to sort of trot away, they sort of fade into the forest in the background.
Can Seth just turn to Callan and say, she said that something strange happens when you try to remember dreams.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll remember this? And she's gesturing to her and Zephyr.
And I can make sure you remember.
Or specifically me. I reckon since she had a message, she was meant to remember this. You're meant to remember this. Am I just kind of meant to forget this? Am I?
Well, I have no objection to you remembering it. If you do have a problem, if you don't remember
No,
tomorrow,
I just don't know.
Or...
No, you could just tell me if I don't remember.
I would say even without rolling, you guys become aware that what she said was that you were all blessed with a divine influence. What she meant was because you were all close and you're all very much blessed by the Gilded Souls. When one of you was contacted in a whirlpool fashion, all of you were drawn in. And I'd say that one of the things that springs to mind is, why isn't Nim here?
Seth would have thought that it was because of the whole Asmodeus shindig and the fact that they were talking about hell. And given that her god just told her, I wouldn't really trust her too much. So Seth's like, oh, maybe that's why they don't want Nim here. That would be her sort of... She didn't even...
Yeah.
I don't think she would have hesitated in thinking, oh yeah, they just don't... The second they mentioned the gods, she would have been like, that's why she's not here. The second they mentioned hell, okay, they're not... That's why.
And I guess... It's all... I suppose we're all... Because it's... I'm just thinking aloud, ignore me. The theory crafting and it's taking too long to actually come up with a role. So, I think it's a pretty good chance we're all going to remember this. So, and I hope whatever this does will actually help for the cost it's probably going
Wait,
to.
she didn't even tell you what it does. Hey! And she turns around. Obviously, she's gone. She's like,
Yeah.
you didn't. Son of a bitch!
They do like to be cryptic. Nothing's given for free.
I swear to God, if it's just like a quill and you can write with it, I'm gonna
I would
fucking
say-
lose my shit.
I was thinking it was going to like dissolve into my hand, and then there wouldn't be anything there after like I thought for a second.
I would say the dream begins to like sort of fade away, and you guys can still
No,
hear
no, no.
Persephone sort of ranting in the background as it sort of fades into
like,
the
running
void.
towards us, and you just like
Yeah,
goes
she's
into, like,
chasing
smoke.
after her as it fades.
just goes into smoke.
And you all benefit from your long rest as you take a little
Oh
nap.
my God.
A little nappy nap.
It's been 84 years.
Prickleberry, where did you go to sleep? If he's here. If you don't want it, give it back.
He would have just randomly picked a spot to do the ritual and then slept there,
Okay.
just like out in the open.
Awaken in essentially a field of midnight purple flowers surrounding you. And as you're sort of like looking around, there is a little sort of beautifully elegant, like almost tiny name card-esque thing that's perched and it's gilded. And as you pick it up and look at it, it's just signed with "Always have your back," and then like a little S and a kiss.
Oh, thanks, Daddy.
That's put everywhere.
As you have been once again blessed by the beautiful embrace of the Twilight Sanctuary. But yeah, you all awaken. Persephone with a little bit of a bad back.
Worth it.
Sleeping
Ugh.
upright. You notice that he's not near you, but as you look across in the doorway, there's sort of like a quite large slump and shape that could be mistaken for like someone's coat. But you realize it's Kozar, just like arms folded, like covered with his cloak, just like half asleep. You know for a fact that the cloak isn't covering him for warmth, it's because he's holding a dagger underneath it, and you know that even the slightest movement will set him off. What would you guys like to do in this morning? As you finally
Definitely.
rest.
Zephyr
Steph is
immediately
like,
looks for Callan and just goes, "Do you have to deal with that every night?" She's like, I don't really dream that much, but like, God, that's like that. Even though we've rested, I feel exhausted.
It's not every night. Big too much.
Did you guys have some weird like joint dream? Ooh,
Steph's
that's
not in the
weird.
room, but she shouts over, "Yeah, I was there too."
We've spent too much time together. Yeah. Let's go save Keenan. Well, bring him back. Whatever. Do the thing. I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Seth will go and wake Kozar up as well. If her yell didn't, she'll just go nudge him with her foot.
You just
Or
see
her
like
tail.
a bleary-eyed,
Slap him.
like very exhausted look as he's like looking up at you.
Up and at him.
Yeah. I'll go get breakfast. I need a drink. And he sort of wanders.
Okay. Are we gonna do this now? Is that okay with you guys, or?
Yeah,
More than okay.
let's do it.
Okay.
And
Standing
Zeph will
around
obviously check
this
on the
body.
dragon.
I mean, the dragon is fine. I will say that you notice, sort of as as you guys are like getting yourselves ready, like obviously grabbing your gear and stuff, and beginning to prepare for what this ritual is, like a small goblin walks past, and you don't see it at first, but like this big puff of dust makes him jump, and he sort of looks and then scurries off, and you realize that Aelthrix's head is sort of leaning just outside where this cove is, and he is asleep, but every time he breathes out there's like a puff of dust across like the thoroughfare.
Amazing.
Love it.
Yeah, she'll save that conversation for post Keenan.
Okay. Okay, so as you guys are beginning to get ready for this ritual, what are we doing to set things up? What is the vibe that you're going for? What sort of... Tell unto me what you are doing.
Seth will want to set up sort of like personal items, sort of things that she can relate back to him. So she'll put the marriage contract there. She'll put the I'm dead letter there. That obviously his I'm dead letter there. Sort of, and she'll just sort of put them around him, around the altar. And she'll ask anyone else if they have anything else to sort of offer to it. Not as an offering, but just as like a personal connection that you have to him. And she'll put down the hairbrush that he gave her, the comb that he gave her ages ago when she was trying to brush her hair and with her fingertips when it was all matted. And I think he gave her some hair oil too, and she'll put that there. Just anything that reminds her of him. And then she'll be holding her own I'm dead letter in her hands. And she'll wait to see if anybody else has anything to connect to him with.
Nim goes up and puts the drawing that he did of Sonara, the one that was kind of like you move it and you could see different views, and she she like holds it to herself, gives it like almost like this little hug, and then puts it down next to him. And then she kind of looks over at Seth as it's not related to him, but we're gonna need all the gods we can get. And she like gets out the like Imbar silk that she got from Sonara's, and she kind of like lays it across his chest and puts her like symbol of the guardian, like the little coin that she carries on top of it, and is like, hopefully this will bring her as well.
Oh, sorry. Ben's outside. He just messaged it in the chat.
Yeah. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm just having a second. Be there in 2 minutes. I put what I'm going to do in the chat so you guys can continue. Just I'm on speaker out here, so it's going to reverb like crazy for you guys.
I'll just read it out.
Guys,
what you wrote.
As you're preparing all these things and leaving the tokens, you watch as Kozar sort of takes a place behind the other side of the altar, almost like a priest would. He unsheathes this crystal blade, and you can see as he does, it catches every light, which is a lot, in the room, and sort of reflecting it, places it in the middle and sort of hanging over Keenan's body. This is going to take 3 of you, and when I say you need to give your sacrifice, He sort of like realized why it's very like tense moment, and realized what he said, and it's like it's more like a, like a memory or a... Anyway, give unto this body.
Seth's just nodding
the
along because she already knows.
sacrifice. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, by sacrifice, do you mean stuff that is connected to him, or do we need to like grab a goat and stuff?
I think that's why he said it's like a memory of him.
I can definitely help out with that.
Hmm.
And he pulls out the sphere and places it next to Keenan.
Okay.
This should help.
So yes, this will be a contribution skill check. So this will be a skill check based on what your form of contribution is. So you might want to play into whatever you might be better at. And the DC will be dependent on how impactful I think your contribution is to Keenan. Who would like to go first?
I think Seth will go last.
Okay, I guess I'll lead the charge then. I'll place the Orb of Remembrance down, and it will project within a 30-foot sphere around us of memories, and it will kind of do like a slideshow of Keenan's best moments. So like when he called out the Weaver, when he pulled off that heist with Kozar at the beginning, and like a snapshot of Raven when he like talked him round, and that moment where he kind of got like the respect from his sister about running the like thieves guildy thing over in Cardinor, and just all the fun moments we had like at the taverns in between, and just showing all of the bits that he remembers about Keenan throughout their time together.
Okay. Can you make me an Arcana check? And this will be essentially how impactful and vibrant the memories you can make for them to see. I would say your DC is a 15.
Ooh, net 20.
Oh.
So that's a 23.
Okay. So yeah, like you said, all of these memories begin to cast themselves across, and you can see them glowing almost. Rather than in the orb, it forms spectral scenes that you see playing out nearby. You see Kozar sort of nods his head, gives you a thumbs up. He begins to, under his breath, he is saying some words, and for those that can speak Celestial, you will understand he's praying. The words and the rites that he's saying, you two aren't quite familiar with. They're similar, but they're not the same that you would have heard of. And you get to understand that maybe he's learnt this from maybe a different faith, from whomever can understand what he's saying.
I think all three of us can, can't we?
I don't remember. He, once that finishes and sort of like fades out, nods his head, and you can see the blade is glowing gold. There's beautiful like sunlight that's casting across Keenan's body. Who would like to be the second person?
Between Zephyr and Nim, which one do you
I was
guys
gonna
wanna
say,
do?
like,
Do-
Nim kind of looks over at Zephyr and's like, I mean, I can call on the Guardian, but I don't know if I don't want to take this from you if you want to.
No, I think the Guardian would be best suited for this.
Okay. Nim kind of, she like steps forward and you like, she's doubting herself a little. She's like, like what? Yeah, she's just really doesn't want to fuck this up. So she's kind of like a little nervous. But she kind of puts one hand on the drawing that he did for her, and then kind of uses the other hand to kind of put her shield like over him again, and she says to Keenan, she's like, this should have been there in front of you. You should never have been in this danger. I won't let this happen again. My shield will be there in front of you, and this, you taught me how to use this in so much of a better way, Keenan, and I owe so much to you. Please come back and bring your light and your joy back to us.
Okay. Can you make me a persuasion roll? And your DC is a 16.
It's a 16. Okay, I have. That's a 12. I have a +5. How did I roll a 7?
As you're saying these things, it's not that you sort of fail to persuade some great entity of the beyond. It's just, it's like you feel like this. You feel off kilter, like something, like your confidence is shaken because he is dead and you didn't shield him, which now saying that you're promised that you will is a little too late. And as you're saying that and like realizing your words, it's the lack of confidence in yourself rather than anything else, and your persuasion check is against you. Like, you're trying to convince yourself to be this confident and bring him back, and you can feel as that emotion goes out, it just doesn't take hold quite where you want it to. Who would like to be the third?
It's gonna be me. You said it was 3 people, right?
3 people.
The last one. Seth will. She'll walk forward. She'll take his hand in one of hers, and she'll open up her little letter. And she's gonna look down at him, and she's gonna say, "Well, I'm gonna have to modify this. Because this was my I'm dead letter. But I think the point still stands. I'll just start off by saying that when we met that Eladrin in the Feywild, you told them that the dream you abandoned was having a family. She picks up the marriage contract and places it on his chest. And she'll say, "You have a family. I'm your family. They're your family. You you're my best friend. You're my soulmate." And I remember someone once told me that not all soulmates are romantic. Some are simply platonic, and for me, that was you. You brought me back. You faced gods for me. You argued with a god to bring me back. But it's not just that. You gave me a reason to keep going. You inspired hope when I wanted the world to swallow me whole. I think if there was one memory that I can use to help bring you back, it's the moment that you chose me. You chose our friendship over your mother. You chose this. You chose this family. You can see that she's sort of like starting to tremble. Her hands are shaking. I love you. I know it's ridiculous to say you're the brother I never had, but considering I had a brother, but you were, and I mean, if you don't want to come back, I understand, but I still need you. And then she'll place her "I'm dead" letter on his chest. And just simply end it with that we're all your family. You didn't abandon that dream because you got it.
In this moment, what are you reaching out to try and either contact him or pull him back? What skill are you relying on?
I don't even know. I was trying to look through it myself. I have no idea. I'm just trying
actually,
to...
I'll frame it a different way. Do you think she would be solely relying on her emotion and seeing if it could take hold, or do you think you would have faith in your god?
Given her last conversation with her god, while she wants it to be just her sort of affections bringing him back, she is relying more on her god than she is her own, because she's like, well, I don't know if loving you is enough to bring you back.
Okay. Can you make me a religion check? And I would say your DC is a 14.
Oh, my heart. I rolled a 12 for a 15.
Okay, I'm going to roll to to see if your resurrection is successful. Your DC that you guys need to meet is a 12. Because you've had one success, 2 successes and 1 failure. Okay. I'm just gonna take a picture of it.
Oh god.
Not one or a 20.
It's gonna be a nat one in it. It's gonna break
Okay.
my heart.
Yeah, if
will
this is a nat
fade.
one.
We will fade to a library. The garden outside of the library, and sitting on a swinging bench, sort of lazily keeping the momentum with just 1 foot. Keenan, you are reading through a book. What is the book that you are currently reading? And this can be
It would-
anything that you choose to think that would be in that library.
It would be a book of fairy tales that were never written.
Amazing. I love that. Okay. A book of fairy tales that were never written. Yeah, you're just enjoying sort of whoever the author of this book is. It's made with a lot of whimsy. They also have some weird endings, like much fairy tales do, but these ones are just like out of left field, makes no sense. So you get the understanding of that maybe this is why it wasn't actually made. But you are enjoying the sort of the comedy behind it. And as you're sort of swinging on this bench, you look over and you see once again sort of walking through these cherry blossom trees, the petals sort of drifting. You can see arm in arm a very tall sort of silvery blonde woman. Oddly, the tips of her hair, the bottom glow a lot more darker, like almost like a black. And in her other arm is this sort of young elven girl that you keep seeing, the brunette with like braided hair. And they just seem to be laughing and conversating. And as you're sort of caught off out of where you were reading, you begin to hear like this high-pitched like noise, almost like a singing bowl, like just a very harmonic noise. And you look up and you can see flickering around this beautiful, nice garden bench are figures that you recognize. It's almost like a television without any signal. They're hazy, but you can see colors, and they are flickering in and out, almost like ghosts or spirits that can't grasp themselves in one place. You can see that, assumingly, most of them are crying, and standing as you sort of look the other way, standing above you, there's a moment where, even though you know you have passed on, you're a little bit caught off guard by a blade that's sort of nearby your head, and you realize you're looking at the face of a very familiar orc who is standing over you. As this begins to flicker, I will allow you guys to have... I will allow Keenan. Who do you reach out for in this moment to at least try and talk to?
Stephanie, if I'm seeing the flickering, if I'm seeing her upset, that would be like an instinct to console her.
Okay. As you sort of lift your body up and go to console her, the entire vision of your surroundings flickers and flashes and stops, and you realize you're standing in the halls of a library, but it's not the one that you keep visiting. And you can tell that you can't quite touch anything, but you are seeing something that exists. And the entire library is these beautiful, rich red mahogany wood shelves. But on these gothic, long, dark windows, you can see the flickering of flames outside. You can see, as it flashes again, you are looking at a library, and it's almost in those... It's almost like a vision where you're not there, but you just keep seeing like flashes of the same place. And on a plinth, you see a book that has a lily flower on the cover, and it says Volume 2, and it's purple. And you go to reach out for it, and as you do, a ragged breath sort of it's not peaceful, it's violent. As his body jerks against the stone, you can see the magic for the rest of you pouring into him, trying to take hold, and it's almost like it can't quite grab onto him, and you can see like even his eyes begin to flicker, and some form of spark is there. They're not glazed over, and it's confusion and disorientation on his face as this magic is trying its best to take hold of the body in front of you. And then it stops. And the glow from the blade sort of simmers off. And you can see a look of downright confusion on Kozar's face. And there's a dark shadow that sort of crawls at the edges of the body. Sort of like dimming all the lights to make the sorrow known. What would you guys like to do?
Sephiel, she will immediately just like throw herself on him, like her head on his chest, her arms wrapped around him.
The body is warm, but maybe the warmth of the magic, because the body is stiff and it does not react.
He's just fully sobbing.
And you have no indication of if his pallor would change because of your gentle repose. There wouldn't be any... He looks just as how he died.
Mm-hmm.
Zephyr will look around to the rest of them, and just... She doesn't say anything, but it's very clear on her face, like, why didn't that work? What? And I think her gaze would probably settle on Kozar, and yeah, she just looks defeated. Of just, didn't we do all the right things? And yeah.
Callan's gonna go up to Kozar, and it's almost not aggression, but you can just tell it's emotion leeching out of him, and she's gonna grab him by the scruff of his neck. We did everything right. Why has he not come back? She needs this. More than any of us. What went wrong?
Nim just kind of like literally just drops to the floor, and she's like, guys, I think it was me. I didn't it didn't feel right when I asked him to, like, it didn't. I think it's my fault.
Zephyr immediately just grabs Nim's hand and goes, like, this isn't on any of us. This isn't. And she just takes this, like, deep breath, and she's like, this isn't your fault. This isn't any of our faults. This is just. And I think, like, she kind of loses steam in kind of trying to convince Nim, because now she's like, I can barely convince myself, and I think she'll leave, like, the sort of earshot of the group, but, like, still stay within, like, still able to see them, but just a little further out. And she's going to try and make any connection she can with either the doe from the dream
Mhm.
or just any entity. And yeah, she's just like, I and this is, like, not out loud, but kind of, I'd say, like, under her breath, really, of just like, I never ask anything of you, and you said that we would have a hard path, and I don't understand why any of you, are making this harder than it needs to be for us to follow the path that we have to go down. We need him.
Can you roll me
We're
a
not
percentile
asked about
dice?
him. Yes. Goodbye, my dice. Goodbye, my dice. That's a 46.
Okay. Is there anything you guys do in the presiding next 20 minutes to an hour?
Steph, well, she'll be sort of like combing his hair out of his face while she's crying, and she'll be talking out loud to her god, unashamed, asking the same questions. Like, why didn't it work? What could I have done differently? I'm really, really trying to have faith and believe, but it's hard when things like this happen. She's just doing that the whole time, just questioning. And all while she's like cupping his face and she's just holding him.
Okay. Eventually, Kozar sort of covers him almost in this beautiful white sheet and sort of cajoles the rest of you because he has to perform last rites, and it's usually done alone.
Seth refuses. She's like, no, I'll do it. She's like, if anybody's doing that for him, it's me. I assume she would have seen her father doing them. Any of the people.
Do you want to
from
make
the
me
Druids.
a religion or a history check?
Yeah. 18.
I would say you know. Which one did you pick? History or religion?
Religion.
I would say you know the Weaver way of doing it, the sort of grave cleric way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she would do, because that's her people, and she sees Keenan as her people.
Okay.
And she's gonna put her trust in her god one more time to maybe carry him over or whatever. But the point is that she's not gonna let anybody else do it.
That's understandable. For the rest of you, is there anything you would like to do before you leave them to it?
You know how you mentioned, I know kind of above table why, about the shadows, but would there have been anything we noticed about it ourselves in that moment, or is it just...
No, it just seemed that there was no light left to give.
Seeing Persephone like clinging on to Keenan and saying that she's going to perform the rite, Callum's going to kind of walk out of the chapel, and he's going to, well, the cave where it is, and he's going to go to like one of the ledges and just kind of like perch himself up. Let out a long exhale and just scream into that cave, like the cavern system. And this is what you wanted, wasn't it? Is his fate already sealed? There's nothing we could actually do. Are we just your playthings? You make me be your sword. You swear all of us to do some divine purpose, and you let the best of us fall. After everything we do, and everything we've given up. It was an impossible choice, but I thought our bond would be enough. Clearly not.
Him?
Anything?
Nothing.
But
Nim, is there any last thing you do in this room?
She. No, she. You can see she's like really just disappointed in herself, and it's kind of like taking it all on her own shoulders, and she just leaves. She doesn't feel like she has any right to do anything.
Okay. Zephyr, as you are the last one to go and you begin to step out, and you can hear Persephone begin the rites in Celestial, sort of casting her hands. There's no magic being cast, it is just the sort of rites you do to respect someone who's died. There's a moment where your foot touches the ground, and Elthrix's head is still just outside the cave, and you can see like a rippling static electricity. And as the wind from his breath sort of picks up and flutters the sheet in the room. Cardiff?
Here.
In an almost answer to your prayer, Zephyr, this little flutter of wind picks the sheet up, sort of casting it back so it's no longer falling over his face, and hiccups. Persephone, you look down and you can see the sort of blinking eyes as his head begins to move.
She is like instantly cupping his cheeks. She's just like hovered over him. like face right in his face, tears falling onto his face. And she's cupping his cheeks and like brushing his hair out the way, brushing her tears off of his cheeks. And she makes this loud sob, which I think anybody would hear wasn't part of her ritual. And she'll like, you're here? You're here? You're really here? And she's waiting for someone else to notice her, that she's not dreaming.
Keenan won't say anything else, but he'll put an arm up and kind of like pull her into a hug, but like really kind of like feebly.
Yeah. She'll sort of just hover. She doesn't want to hurt you. And she is holding you back though.
Zephyr was just about to leave the room, or was just leaving, so I feel like Zephyr would probably be one of the first to be like to hear her and just immediately rush over. Dragon still in hand.
Mm-hmm.
In arm. Of just, he's alive. He's really, and then she just sees him and just starts crying.
He's gonna reach for her as well to try and hug her.
Callan, you begin. You're sort of one of the last. Although Nim, you also will do the same, but you're sort of one of the last ones to notice. But you, in amongst the celestial, you then hear like a lower pitch in a voice, and then like laughter, and then sobbing. And as you turn around, you can see the two of them embracing Keenan, who is now moving.
Yeah, he's sat up now.
Steph's sort of got one of his arms over her shoulder to try and help him sit up. Her other arm's like braced like around his back. She's just trying to help him as much as she can.
It actually worked. He's actually back.
I guess these things take time. There was a buffer period.
Zephyr in her tears is just like, you had to go and make it dramatic. Stop.
He's just gonna carry on hugging everybody, and just as soon as people get close, he's gonna like reach out for them, just one big group hug, but still not saying anything. But he's smiling, like a real genuine smile.
Keenan, can Keenan make a let's go with a history check. And so this will be how much you remember about what you found.
I was in that one.
I knew it. I knew he rolled a 1. I knew it.
Oh no.
Okay.
The second you started laughing.
But no, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't remember anything. That's not to say that you might not later, but at the moment, nothing.
All he knows in this moment is these people are his family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And it's just holding on to them.
Would he have heard anything that we said when he was in his little...
If he did, he doesn't remember it.
Okay.
What?
Steph obviously think he does.
Obviously, as the sort of euphoria of this re-emergence of character, after a good 20 minutes of hugging and crying, as you sort of sit up and collect yourself and begin moving the joints, and you can feel the warmth back in your body, What do they notice that's different?
As part of this, he's taking in your faces, so like looking at you intently, looking in the eyes, and as you look back, you'll see his right eye is fully glossy ink black. It almost looks liquid. There's no pupil, there's just a glossy black orb there.
Seth being Seth will sort of grab your face and be like staring. Right, she'll be like 5 inches away from your face, staring at your eye. Just like, you know when they said that it changes you? I wasn't expecting that. And then she goes, I don't know how you died. Did they stab you in the eye?
I died.
You didn't know that you died?
Where are we?
We're in Glimmer.
How?
You don't.
What?
You don't remember dying?
You're here.
I'm here. Hi.
Did you marry a drow?
No, 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 I didn't marry a drow. Why would I marry a drow? I have a husband. I have 2. And she's like fully cupping, like cradling your little face in her hands.
Give me a
You
very
missed
cute drow, though.
a very long day, Keenan. Very long. But we got it back, so.
And we got you back.
It's been a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we're not married anymore.
What do you
Till
mean?
death do us part.
Till death do us part.
She like picks up the marriage contract and she's like looking for like a quill or like some chalk. She like immediately grabs his bag and is like looking for some shit and she crosses that bit out. She crosses it out. She's like, no, no nose, no.
Just cross that part and it's like together forever.
She just crosses it out. She's like, no. She's like, yeah, but you're not dead anymore. When it says till death do us part, I imagine it's when death is permanent.
We do tend to die a lot.
We do. But I mean, you've saved me from death's door. And I think we owed you one.
Was it the Weaver? Do I owe her now?
No. No. It was all of us.
And then he just pulls them in tighter hug again.
You notice through like all of this, Nim has been kind of like a bit more reserved. She's been like holding back, like not in a obvious way of like anything, but anything other than there's clearly something up.
Do we notice you didn't like notice you like that? Is it something that we would pick up on?
Probably the
I think-
closest, so it depends what you think I'd notice, I guess, at this point. Because we're both by the entrance, right? Or coming from the entrance.
Yeah, you notice that like she goes in for, but then she kind of like steps back, like she's normally quite like confident, but she like almost like shrinks into the background a little bit. She's like, yeah, not as like she's clearly happy, but she's also a bit like, yeah, she just seems off.
Is everything okay, Nim? I know we've all been through a lot, but looks like they're having their moment right now. Anything you want to talk about?
You see her like do the thing where she like goes to open her mouth, like she opens her mouth but then nothing, and she's like,
And then you'll hear it in your head instead. It's like, would you rather think about it instead?
is there like your telepathy thing?
You can just think. Like,
Would
those
I was
ones,
gonna
like, it's
say,
still there.
would
Yeah.
she be
See-
able to just like
You can
almost
basically have a
you-
conversation as long as we're like close. But
yeah, I'm just like thinking, could she just like give you almost like images rather than words? Is that a thing that she could do?
I guess. How would you rule it, Larking? Because it's
Sure.
I can take.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
She like
I guess it would be semi-foggy. I guess. just to-
yeah, she just kind of like plays back the like ceremony and like the I guess like the feeling that she had when she felt like it wasn't gonna work, and then just you basically just get this like overwhelming sense of faith is shaken to its core. She's like, shit, like, was that us? Like, she's really doubting everything. Like, all the stuff that's been happening recently. She's just like, fuck, like,
He's.
did
gonna
we do
take-
it?
Yeah.
If
so
she's
he-
not part of the cuddle puddle, Keenan will call out to her and say, Nessa, no cuddle for me?
She'll
Like-
like come over and give you a cuddle and be like, so I'm so glad you're back.
Zephyr will very proudly show off her child. She'll be like, and look what else happened.
Look at my son.
That was exactly what I was thinking.
Keenan's just gonna like cock his head to one side and he's just like supremely confused. He is thinking you gave birth to that in one day.
So, Seth, I know we're all a little bit traumatized right now, but I've just been thinking, like, this is Seth's baby, right? What happened with Aelthrix? Because
Oh,
It's not her baby. She didn't birth
just called
it.
it. She just called it her son, right? Just throw it out.
I
there.
would call it that too. It's a baby. It hatched when it was. It's her baby, but it's not her birth baby. You know, people can adopt things, right? That exists. It's not her baby. She didn't birth it, but it's still her baby.
I was just more curious.
God, why is
it?
everybody so dumb?
we like. I feel like we would have noticed her like laying egg.
You know, the fact that we saved the egg from the other place, Callan, that should kind of give it away to you. That, she didn't birth it because we saved the egg. Bruh.
He's totally aware of this. He just knew that would cause a reaction, so he was trying to cheer you. So he's gonna literally just like follow up with, I just assumed it might be Aelthrix's, but I
mean,
totally get where you're coming
that doesn't mean it's hers.
I can assure you I didn't have a baby with Aelthrix.
I can't take this seriously.
Well, a
Callum?
stupid question brings up some fun.
You get like a fist bump from Keenan, and then he's just gonna look at Koza and go, "Long day."
Yeah.
Do you need to rest? Shall we find you a bed somewhere nice and somewhere that's not in a temple?
Yeah, you are surprisingly heavy.
Hey, don't be mean to him.
What? It was heavy.
You're not heavy at all. She's like, considering she could not pick him up, but she's just lying through her teeth. You're super light. Like, have you lost weight? That's crazy. she's like glaring at Kozar.
Quick above table question. When
Yes.
Keenan went down, was that before or after the Zeppelin arrived?
That was before.
I can't remember. Okay, so he's just gonna like, just before like we like leave here, he's just gonna hold out the goblin horn and he's just gonna go, Keenan, it fucking happened.
Goblin
I blew
army?
this. Goblin army, buddy. It happened.
Happened when I was gentle reposing his body. That's when you used the horn.
Mm,
So it was a long time after he died.
yeah.
Long day.
Very long day. Glad to have you back, bud.
I'm sorry. I take responsibility for the long day. Given that I was kidnapped. I am really genuinely sorry. And she's like looking at Keenan's eye. And she's like, that's my fault.
So,
It was all my fault.
is there anything you guys want to do as we prepare for a new day? Hooray!
Zephyr's gonna have gone out to talk to Elthrix with
Okay.
the baby until
Yeah, you can see like a stretching yawn, but as soon as he clocks eyes on the prize in your arms, there is like almost like a rumbling that shakes even the earth that you're stood on. You can tell that it's a good one, but like there's the sound that coming from him is vibrating.
Is Elthrix getting happy feet right now, and it's just causing earthquakes?
Please,
like, oh my god,
please
oh my
don't
god,
get the zoomies. Please don't let him get the zoomies. We're all
Tippy
dead.
taps.
No.
I tried to bring an egg back, but he kind of hatched before I could make it back with him.
I had a feeling that might happen.
And you didn't think to warn me?
Well, I couldn't be sure, but yes. You are royalty. I just wasn't sure if it still applied.
But yeah, I mean, you were looking for the egg, right?
I was. I thought it'd been petrified or something.
And Zephyr looks really sad, but like goes out to hold the dragon to Elthrix, like to be like, here's the dragon egg you were looking for this whole time.
Return to sender.
Yeah.
I only sought to protect it for being abused or misused. The egg in itself is a potent magical thing, but this has not happened in an age.
Okay, so you gonna take the egg back? Well, not egg, but the dragon.
I'm not sure I could if I wanted to.
What do you mean?
He sort of like nods his head, and you notice that the dragon hasn't stopped looking at you. Like it acknowledged another dragon being there, but it's just staring, like big eyes.
I'm guessing that there's not going to be a lot that can make I'm guessing it's it would be very hard to take the dragon away at this point.
Yes, although it has only just started, I believe the youngling is imprinting on you.
Oh. And it's like this like very overwhelming but like heartwarming kind of like I wasn't prepared for this, but it makes sense. And she goes, what if I can't do this? What if I do the wrong thing? I don't know how to look after a dragon.
I can teach you.
I'd like that. I don't want to get it wrong.
Your mother said the same.
My mother had one?
She did.
What happened?
I don't know. It is a sacred bond. I dare not ask it of her. I didn't even know she was alive. I should probably go talk to her at some point. You can see like an actual confused tilt. I'm not
I think
sure
she'd
how I'm
like
gonna pull that off.
Maybe I can bring her down here one day.
I would enjoy that.
But yeah, I guess I better give this little guy a name.
Indeed.
And she kind of looks at the young dragon for a moment, and then goes, Ether. That's Aethe.
Ooh, okay. Can you make me an Arcana check as you name this dragon?
With my very terrible Arcana, sure thing.
Relatable.
That's an 11. Because I have +0.
Okay. You're not sure why this happens, but as you say the name and the dragon sort of like lifts its head up and places its head against yours, you feel a heat on your skin, and I'll let you pick where, but the symbol for air becomes tattooed onto you. It will glow whenever you enact something that you require from your dragon. But the name you chose, you watch as the hatchling, sort of its body shimmers and ripples, and the some parts of its scales turn this almost from a blue to like this beautifully like violet and lavender color, and you can see some parts of it are crystalline, and some parts of the crest of its head turns the same sort of sparkling crystal color. As that's happening, Kalanthar, you just happen to sort of look that way. I would say you already know what this is that she has chosen to name her dragon after a very similar naming naturally occurring material in Sylvastria that amplifies arcane energy, and it's called Aetherstone. And as she names it, you see the dragon takes on a portion of its name. I will need you, Zephyr, to note down that when in the presence of your dragon, you can add a +1 to your spell attack and DC.
Yeah.
Which obviously, while it's a hatchling, comes with disadvantages if someone tries to kill it. But I'll leave that down to you.
Mhm.
The babysitter club. That's us.
Mhm.
We're now the babysitter club.
And as you guys are preparing to, what is the new?
Can
Oh.
Seth just for a second, because Seth's not actually seen the dragon, the
Mhm.
big dragon, because
Oh,
you know
yes.
she's
Oh, yeah,
being carried
yeah.
away by a
Yes.
bat.
I forgot
So
about
she's
that.
just gonna turn around while all this has happened and be like, "What the?" she like freezes in fear for a second and then sees that Zephyr's like really chill and is like, "What? Is that a fucking dragon? Why is she so calm around a fucking dragon? I mean, I get the baby. It's a baby. That's not a baby.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking dragon."
It is huge.
She can like just see the like part of its face because she's still inside the temple. She can just see a fraction of its face outside and no one is answering her as to why there's a dragon there. She's just kind of freaking out.
Did she not see it when it did the big attack?
No.
Yeah, I think she did, but I don't know if she quite processed what the fuck happened.
No, she definitely wouldn't have. She would have just been like, "Oh, something saved the wah," and then immediately got distracted by something else.
Yeah.
Amazing. And Zephyr's just like, don't worry, it's just Aelthrix. He's a friend.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Just Elthrix, just a dragon. Oh, it's fine. That's not crazy.
Does
Why
the
is she so
infernal
chill
child
about
need
this?
some assistance? She looks very perturbed.
It's been a long week.
Do I hear him, or is it just her that hears him?
Just her.
Okay, just double checking because she was gonna be like,
It's been a long week.
anyway. I mean, she seems cool, but that's really, really weird. And she'll go back to sort of focusing on Keenan, like asking what the plan is.
What is the plan?
We need to go expose that guy. Not
Yeah,
all
pull
I
down
know.
his trousers.
Mhm.
What up, Ian a biscuit? How dare you?
I think they do a lot worse to him than pulling down his trousers when we reveal all those dirty little
I mean, we
secrets
can
found out.
I mean, we can expose him in both ways.
I think
that would be
the-
super embarrassing for him.
I think the people he wronged are probably going to do that for us. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
More than
probably.
likely.
He's going to get dragged through the streets by his ankles. On a
That
horse.
doesn't mean they're pants to him.
Like, you drag someone long enough, even clothed, they'll eventually wear it down, right?
Steph wants to do one more thing while they're talking about it. It popped into my head, so she's gonna, as if it popped into her head, she's gonna turn around, grab Keenan's collar, and be like, "He kissed me. I kissed him. We kissed." And she's gonna let him go and be like, "Anyway, yeah,
She kissed the dragon.
no."
I knew that's where you were going to go.
No, and she's like immediately is pointing to Kozar.
Oh
She's
yeah,
like,
because you love him.
do you mind? Do you mind? I haven't said that. You don't. Shut up.
Oh,
What the
please,
hell?
Persephone. We might as well just.
No, no,
It's kind of obvious to
no,
everyone.
it's not. You don't know me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious. Like, it's not a surprise.
Moving on. So, sorry. A plan? We're gonna go expose this guy. How are we gonna do that?
Well,
and
we
then
have that
I'll
pull out the
Could you
journal.
brought me back after you dealt with the chores?
No.
Keenan, this is your favorite thing. It's espionage and embarrassment. You love this, right?
Keenan the
Death
patron
really did
saint
change him.
I don't
of
know.
embarrassment and espionage.
I'm
He's a
good
spy.
at it.
He's a spy. He likes joking around. Why not?
Yeah, I do like joking around. That's true.
Hey.
Oh my God. What is this session? What is happening?
Too many emotions.
We're too emotionally traumatized, and now we're just
We
trying to make
are.
jokes out of everything. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Go
Just before we do move on as a party,
Mhm.
if people check in their packs, I haven't actually done it on D&D Beyond, but there will be a prickleberry flower in each of your backpacks.
Aww.
There will be a little black stone in addition in Nim's. There'll be a little white stone in Zephyr's. There'll be an extra arrow in Callan's, and there'll be a button in Persephone's.
Cute.
Add custom item. Button.
So
And it is literally just like a random
just
button.
like fly off like when we arrive here. What does Prick actually do? I'm curious.
God.
He's not here.
Just evaporated.
No, he just probably left
He
before you
just
guys
probably
woke
left
up.
while we were sleeping. Yeah, he probably just
Yeah.
left while we were sleeping.
Okay.
If you look around, you'll probably see like a random
Why are you doing this?
kind of
Why?
nest of random objects with like weird finger paintings and stuff where he slept. But that's probably the only evidence you'll see.
Damn. I'll never forget you. You're a good prick.
Might not be the last time you see him. You don't know. You
Yeah.
prick.
What a fucking prick.
He's like Haynes now.
Yeah, Zephyr will agree and said yes. I'd like to get back to seeing my mum and introduce her
Oh
to little
no.
guy.
I should probably tell you some things. I don't know if your mum is very I mean she should be, unless let me rephrase let me start from the
Stephanie,
beginning.
what? Stephanie,
I may have made an oopsie. And she the matriarch may know. Oh, but I mean she's dead. But I don't know if she told anyone. But they know that your mum's alive. And that she had you. And she's doing that thing where she's sort of extending her arms and playing with her hands, like innocently, like, yeah, they may know. I don't know if she told anyone. But I don't know if your mom's very as safe now, so maybe you should warn your mum.
in the letters that Zephyr read from the matriarch's body, it mentioned the spirewood, right?
Yes.
And then what else was? Because it was like the where the daughters were.
Zemrathal.
Okay, yeah, Zemrathal. Okay, so none of it mentioned her mum, right?
No.
No, okay.
Those are just letters that she received, not ones that she sent.
Yeah. No, it's more like of where the daughters might be stationed currently, is what I was thinking. But yeah, Zephyr will go. We'll take a deep breath and go. Okay, then we have.
Let me
all the more
explain. I
reason to
didn't just tell her. I didn't just be
You're-
like, "Hey, yo, she's
Stephanie,
alive." It just she was in my head, you know.
Stephanie, you're fine. You're fine. Well,
I wouldn't do that. I just
all the more reason to go back up to the Dwarven City.
Just as a precaution before we leave, I'll go over to the Tinkers and just basically say, they're probably going to be coming through here. You might want to fortify some defenses, but we'll be here as soon as we can if anything does happen. And then he'll place like a little sending stone that just basically says thank you over and over again in the hand of the main Tinker guy, just for fun.
Okay. As you guys go to leave, Aelthrix sort of lowers his head right down to all of you And speaking to Zephyr, I may find a way to break into the city. So, if you need me to make some dramatic entrance, I'll be more than happy to.
How do I contact you?
Talk to your dragon.
Okay. And we can do that.
As he lowers his head, you watch like this golden silvery light trail up where you would normally see like blue if he was lightning breathing. And as he opens his mouth, this like radiant golden light fills across all of you. Welcome to level 7.
Oh my god!
And that is where we're going to end our session. As you guys walk your way back up to daylight. Thank you very much for joining me for another episode, and we'll see you guys next time. Until then, this has been my Wyrdcast, and say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me. Now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady.